I need... No, no. No, 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 no. Yes, that's what I need. That's what my artist back home... Everest Legacy. And there was another one. You want to get Wizard Island, Distant Land. You think it's TR compatible? Building up. Yes, that's the one. Thank you, Skik Warrior. How many times do I have to thank you for remembering what I did or even knowing what I'm trying to say but cannot? I have my book. I'm ready to go home. That is the one I meant indeed. Let's go real quick. Give the book to my artist because I am currently building the menagerie, but right now, well, there's nothing. It needs paint to be painted and decorated so it looks like the Gracelands. And my artist has zero imagination apparently, so he needs some reference. And the guide I just bought should do the trick. Menagerie. Is this scroll for me? Yeah, Picasso quickly reads the scroll. Yes, I need to study this better, but I think it has all the information I need. I'll get to work tomorrow. It shouldn't take me more than a week to complete the room. Talk to me then. Alright, a whole week.
I have given Picasso the guide to the Gracelands I got from a savant. He said painting the whole room would take him no more than a week.
No more. I'm so funny sometimes. No more than a week. Definitely don't want to lose that one. Even though it's a unique item and I want to put it on display, I'm gonna store it there. One-handed mace as well. And that ugly blunt weapon one-handed right here. The axe, orcish axe, I want to sell. Okay.
Is there something you need?
Really? Just you wait until I ask my hunter to get rid of you. 'Cause she will. Alright. Actually, is that Delphia that I see in the distance? I believe it is. Wow. Distant land indeed. Alright, let's try to avoid the slaughterfish as much as possible. Yep, 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 yep. I think we're good. We even get to collect a bit of muck. Isn't that going to be an awful lot to explore, Zach? Then again, if you've already played all the content of Morrowind, then it's just as well. Here we are. But that should definitely be possible, Zach. Even hopefully without using test faith. I got a feeling I'm approaching this place from the wrong side. Yeah. You are more an explorer and a quester. Oh, by the way, you were telling me about Alex. And if I remember, you were enjoying exploring and seeing the beautiful landscape. Are you still happy with the game? After playing it for, you know, a bit longer. It's weird to have the... Okay, there we go. Yeah, we don't have the preview. I mean, it's beautiful and you can have a look around, but without the quests, entirely devoid of quests, it's a bit sad. Do you see what I do not see? Which is people. I've never seen that book before. I'd buy it if, you know, if it was for sale. I'm not gonna steal anything in there. How come there's absolutely no one here? With all this stuff just, you know, waiting to be stolen. Alright, time to use these potions of levitation. Alex is an anomaly. Wow. It's frustratingly adamant in sticking to its gothic roots. But gothic had, like, it was, yeah, for a starter, personally, yeah, I've always resented the fact that you have to be a guy. Yeah. Though it's the same thing with Risen, so... But getting past the archaic systems, there's a real charming RPG beneath it. I think I'd probably enjoy it as well. I mean, archaic system? Morrowind? I think that should be okay. Alright, let's get that potion. Looks superb. What is the potion like? Is that mine? Rising Force. Why are you green? It looks like invisibility. That's why I keep looking for my potions and I cannot find them. Okay, alright. Oh, hello. Hi. Hey, you're looking cool. Look at that. The remodeled Daedric armor. Nice. Do you think he's gonna like me? Ah. You can be a lady in KOTOR. I know. And I loved Knights of the Old Republic. I really, really loved both games. The first and the second one. And the second one, I really, really got tricked. I don't want to spoil anything, but whatever happened at some point, I never saw it coming. No. I didn't see it coming. In retrospect, I was like, yeah, makes sense, but I didn't see it coming. It was brilliant. Brilliant. No girls allowed. Tss. Wait, you're saying that Alex is essentially a sci-fi gothic? From the screenshot, I thought it looked rather fantasy looking. You'll have to ask me on Discord what I mean. Yeah, definitely. Alright.
I gave Dvaithfyr the Dwemer
Dvaithfyr.
artifact the Spy Master gave me. It seems to have made a good impression on him.
Good. Just browsing your library while I'm reading my own notes. Alright, let's get to it. You again. A surprise and a pleasure. Didn't we have a satisfactory chat? Not quite. I mean, I just gave you a gift. Something else you want to know about the divine disease? Eager to plunder the dungeon? Questions about my daughters? No, definitely not questions about the daughters. I find that just too weird. Like, no, I can't wrap my head around it. Tell me about the corpus disease. How interesting. Did you know that Corpus makes you immune to disease? Have you ever heard of the prophecies of the Nerevarine? Ashlanders say the Nerevarine will be immune to disease. I've always thought, maybe I have the Nerevarine down in my corpusarium, and I don't even know it. Ha ha! A funny guy. Anyway, the Nerevarine is a fat, disgusting corpus monster and mad as a marsh hat. Sorry, I said hat because obviously in my head I was thinking mad as a hatter. Mad as a marsh rat. Wouldn't that be funny? Hilarious. Explain that you may fulfill the Nerevarine prophecy. Tell him you know nothing. I do know things, so explain. That's a fascinating story you tell. In my mind, he sounds very sarcastic. Maybe I got it wrong. So, you might be the Nerevarine. Means nothing, of course. Corpus victims have all sorts of delusions, but let me think. I've got a potion. In theory, it should cure Corpus. Doesn't work though. Probably kill you. Killed all my test subjects, but you've got nothing to lose. Before I give it to you, I want you to look around below in the corpusarium. Know what's in store if you don't take the potion. And while you're there, I want you to pick up a pair of boots from a victim. Calls himself Yagrum Bagran. My oldest patient. Handy fellow, fixes things for me. Bring the boots back, and then you can have the potion. Lovely.
Dvaith says that the corpus disease makes you immune to other diseases, and that the Nerevarine prophesies say the Nerevarine will be immune to disease. Can it just be a coincidence? Dvaith has offered to give me a potion that may cure me of corpus disease. It might also kill me, but, as he says, I haven't a better choice. All I have to do is go down into the corpusarium, find a corpus victim named Yagrum Bagan, collect a pair of boots from him, then return to Dvaith and he'll give me the potion.
Will do, will do. I was laughing, I was reading your description, Zach. It's brilliant. Especially, they're basically magic hippies. There's a cool Mad Max group. You're selling it, really. But obviously my favorite is the two sci-fi groups with mech and pew-pew lasers. Brilliant. Now you make me hesitate about the game. I mean, I have it wishlisted, and at some point in a few years I'll definitely try it. And they really make pew pew sounds. Right. I'll give it a try at some point. Sounds like the text-to-speech lady is trying to say YMCA. Yeah, but just have to ignore a little bit of what she says. Now, I don't want to steal anything. I am just really curious if in there you get a unique item. I'm guessing it's not there after all. But I was kind of curious. Zoomtra, actually, you say Abbott has it too. That's the other way around. Abbott is the one who started, and I was watching his stream, and I was like, that's cool. I really want that. So basically, I begged and nagged and begged and nagged my boyfriend, who did it for me. The only thing that is different from Abbott's is that mine starts speaking when I close the chat, or sorry, when I close the dialogue. That way I have time to read the dialogue, and I have time to say, you know, whatever it is I want to say before I get interrupted by the Nerevarine. But it's Abbott's, like, he's the first and only one, to my knowledge, who did it, and then I just emulated him with a little difference. Get it on sale, definitely will do that. There's always so many sales. There's still a sale right now. What did I buy? Just because there was a sale and there was like 75% off cost less than £3. So I bought Fable because I love the game. Really, really love the game. I don't know if I will ever play it again, but now it's in my library. So when I open Steam and I have all those, you know, the games in tiles, I can see the pretty colors and I go, oh yeah, Fable, love it. So I bought Fable and something else. Paid £4 for both games. Was happy. It was the anniversary. No, it was the anniversary. Too late. Well, I guess I can get the other version for the next sale. Like I said, I don't even think I will be playing the game. Hee da 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 da. I've missed a lot in the chat. Just give me a second. Bye da 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 da. Yep, exactly. No rush in getting the game. Getting a game, you know, when it comes out, you gotta really want the game bad. The only game I've ever bought as soon as it came out was Skyrim, but that was an exception, so. Skink Warrior, when you've worked on your backlog somewhat, keep telling you that. Keep telling you that. But Zoomtra, you say I gotcha, so I need to make my own. Are you talking to the text about the text to speech? Because in that case I can help you. Zach, you've only put in 10 hours into the game. Alex, okay, we're back to Alex. I've only scratched the quest line. I mostly spend it dying and running and exploring. Brilliant. It's a really great game if you like stumbling upon a really tucked away area and finding great loot. I like the fact that it rewards exploration and curiosity. It's one of the things I miss in Elder Scrolls Online. You're not really rewarded for being curious. In Morrowind and Skyrim and Oblivion, you can run around the wilderness and there's an NPC there that is going to give you a minor quest, and you get to do that quest only because you were running around and you found the NPC. In Elder Scrolls Online, there's going to be a quest marker upon its, like, above its head, so it's not exploration, it's checking out your minimap. So I kind of miss that, and then looking around in corners. Morrowind has all those things, you know, just placed in the world, and you need to have a look, like the sword that I had never seen before. So it's the only regret I have, or the only, I don't know, but it's one of the regrets that I have about I have to progress with the game, about the Elder Scrolls Online, is that it does not really reward exploration and curiosity. I'm gonna let the lovely lady speak while I catch up with the chat.
I have been warned by Visthakai, warden of the Corporisarium, not to harm the inmates of the Corporisarium.
Hello Nintendo fan, welcome to the chat. I didn't see you there, sorry. I was not ignoring you. I was just blah 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 blah. It's got some issues, but no worries. I did look at the reviews. Typically before I get a game, I look at the negative reviews to see if they are people who expect something from the game but they shouldn't, or if it's a bug, and I didn't see, you know, any red flags. But Fable on Steam is not new, it's been there for a long time. I got thank you Zach, thank you for checking for me on Steam. So what is the TLC version? Oh, but I remember then, Anniversary had terrible criticism. Hello Grumbledonk, welcome back to the stream. Guys, you're too fast for me, I can't catch up with you. Text to speech. Do come and talk on the Discord. I can help you with that, Zoomtra. I'm almost catching up with the chat. Seriously, Morrowind and Alex do a perfect job of rewarding exploration. No, right. Daedric Helmet of Death. Yeah, these are good, aren't they? You tried to get into ESO, Zoomtra, but you got mad at the game? I totally understand if you're expecting an Elder Scroll games. It's first and foremost an MMORPG, and then it sort of takes the Elder Scrolls element and make them fit into the MMORPG, even if it means just banging the corner so it fits in there. So as a fan of the Elder Scrolls series, it can be quite upsetting. But then if you say it's an MMORPG, and here and there there's going to be references to things that I loved in the Elder Scrolls games, it makes me happy. So I choose to be happy with it. But I agree, there's some things, it's not Morrowind for sure. Zach, you spent about an hour trying to climb a wind turbine, and you got a great piece of loot. Sunglasses that highlight loot in the game, that sounds very sweet. Whew, stream element going crazy, sorry for that, ignore it. The Lost Chapter, okay, it's the expansion. In that case, I've never played the expansion, I only played the base game. The anniversary version, from what I read, oh, Zach, you're answering, I shut up, I'll leave your answer there. Thanks you. Yes, I caught up. Let's play the game. In I go. Do I want a strategy? I think I need to go, I know the way at least. I need to go to the barrels and then take a left. But I don't want any troubles. And since I carry around, oh crap. You know how I carry around all kinds of scrolls in case one day I need them. And I was so happy to use my scroll sorter. I don't have scrolls of invisibility anymore. Cool, plan B, run for it. Oh, it's not that far. Okay, I'll survive. Ooh, look at that. It's Fayin. It's the ex-owner of my house. Oh, it's not working. I'll message you the link, Zoomtra, after the chat. I'll PM it to you on oh, sorry, Zoomtra, you type Discord. Type ! Discord and you'll get it in a whisper. That's how I set it. Now I remember. Nintendo fan, isn't there something like Fable pub games? You in the card game? Otherwise I don't know. Fayin, the ex-owner of my Pegasus estate right now, and I did receive last week a letter saying that he was not doing too well. Fayin does not seem to recognize you at first, but he stirs at the mention of Aeolia. That's his wife, but we don't know what happened. It is the card game, yeah, okay. You tell him you have found her. Ah. And this right there, people, is the part of my mod that is not finished. I have not found her, and I have not learned the spell, and my journal shouldn't be updated.
The mystery of Aeolia's disappearance has been solved.
It hasn't.
She said she would visit Phaeton as soon as possible, and I think it brought
It's
Phaeton
not
some
true.
joy and relief when I told him the news.
It's not true. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Belvanox. Welcome to the stream. Stay a while and listen. Sorry, wrong game. Yes, Pegasus Estate is almost completely finished. As in, you can build every room, you can hire every staff. The staff, they all have 1 or 2 or 3 different services they can do with quests and conditions, and they're like, you need to have the kitchen to have the chef, you need to have the chef to throw a party, you need to throw a party to finish the main quest of Pegasus Estate. It's all, you know, very complicated. but the finishing the main quest is what I have not done. So I have not found Aeolia. I have not. But Fagin is happy. That's brilliant. I don't know if I did give myself a spell. I don't think I... Oh, I did. But as far as I know, it doesn't work because I have not finished that part. Thank you, and greeting from Germany. Hey, Belvanox. Greeting from London. From London to Germany. Whoop, straight away. Yeah. Fairy Elva, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Maybe you'd like to see some actual gaming and playing. Geez, I'm talkative today. Alright. Hey Fairy, welcome to the stream. Let's talk to Yagrum. You're here for the Dwemer boots. Tell my gracious keeper that I have done what I could. Only a Dwemer mage crafter could have done so much, but only idiots could have created these boots. It shames my race that we must be judged by the works of such lackwit blunderer. Alright, tell me about the boots. Lord Fear obtained these enchanted Dwemer boots from an unfortunate thief, and, given the quality of their craftsmanship, little wonder the fellow came to a bad end. But I can do nothing for them. The fundamental enchantment is flawed. Might as well start over again, if such a pair of boots could still be fashioned in these benighted latter days. Benighted. He speaks well. He speaks well. But I have done my best. Take them to Lord Fear with my sincere apologies. Alright. Before we get the text-to-speech, let's ask him about the disappearance of the dwarves. No, I'm gonna have a quest obtained. You're glad to see people playing Morrowind. That's an interesting name. Why do you call it Morrowind? Where does that come from?
Bagon gave me the Dwemer boots Divaith FYR asked for.
Divaith Fear.
Now, when I deliver these boots to Divaith FYR, he will give me the potion that I hope will cure my corpus disease.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you, Yagrum. What am I? Oh, thank God I failed casting the spell. Otherwise, I thought I would have teleported myself. Fun fact. It takes less time to drive from London to Berlin than it does for me to drive from the bottom of my province to the top. That's what you get for living in a huge country. I wouldn't want to drive from London to Berlin. I've done the drive from, well, Slovakia, the middle of Slovakia, stopped in Munich for the night, and then continued to France. You see the map, right? And then continued to France. That was a 14-hour drive, and that you know, I've taken long drive. That was a long drive. I don't need to do that again, really. Though stopping in Munich was really nice. So it's you again. What brings you to visit Yagrum Bagran, Master Crafter and last living dwarf? Do say more. This is how I style myself. I do not know for a fact that I am the last, but in my travel thousands of years ago, I never encountered another. And since I've been here, I often ask Lord Fear, but he says he has never heard a credible rumor of another Dwemer on Tamriel or in any outer realm. What do you know? I owe my life to Lord Fear. He took me in when I was a mad monster, out of my mind. In time I emerged from my dementia, and now I am quite lucid most of the time, though my body is still a grotesque and useless prison. I still have some feeble hope of a cure. Lord Fear has tried many spells and potions. None have helped me, but neither have they harmed me. If anyone can cure this disease, Lord Fear can. Indeed. That's really cute. So Morrowimbles, Skyrimbles, and Oblivionians. I like that. That's very funny. I like it. Go for it. Go invent words and silly words. I like that. In Europe, you have so much variety in your drive. Here, there's a. I would say that's the advantage of Europe and even France. It's really, really quite tiny, especially compared with Europe's and even compared with America, north and south, or even just north actually. But the variety of landscapes